everybody, and welcome. It is me, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seeby. Happy Thursday, guys, and Thursday is our class that we call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph, a painting. Sometimes it's whatever it is, it's an image, and your job is to write a chorus, a song chorus based on the image that I give to you. We've been doing this, for a while now. We even did this way back in the day when we were still at the studio in Inglewood. And I love this exercise, even in its early days. One day, we were watching something, a music video. And then after the music video was over, the TV was still on. And then it started randomly going through these images, like just, screensaver images. And some of them were so cool. And one of our clients said, it'd be cool if we wrote a song based on some of these pictures. And I said, that's a really cool idea. That's really neat. That's something we could definitely do. And that's where it was born. And, one of the things I love about this is, and I say this every week, and I'll continue because it's so important to to elaborate. When you're writing as much as I write or we write, you always need some new source of inspiration to draw from. If you're always in the studio recording, what are you going to write about? Reverb units? Pro Tools? No, you got to go out and live life, right? So what happens after a while, you're working inside all the time. You got to get out, turn off your stuff, get out, live life, draw from real life or from other things around you, such as, photographs are a great way to start a story. Everything around us is an influence, whether we realize it or not. We're not even aware of it. Even subliminally, we pick things up as we travel. Even sometimes you'll hear a song in the background and you don't realize it, but that song can influence you to write a song yourself. The biggest influence for music for me, or inspiration, is from hearing a great song. That will get me more than almost anything. If I hear a song that just kills me, that I love, it will inspire me to write my own thing, And movies can do it. I've written songs from movies. Like when the first time I saw Bram Stoker's Dracula, I loved it. I loved the movie. It was the tone of it, the look of it, everything about it was so cool. The era it was supposed to be, in the time period, everything about it I thought was amazing. The effects were great. Gary Oldman played a killer Dracula. Everybody in the cast was amazing in that movie. But that movie inspired me to write a song about vampires, and it was called Love You to Death. And so, movies can definitely have an inspiration on you. I'll have to play that for you one time, that song. I don't know where it is. I have to go find it. But I wrote a song about Bram Stoker's Dracula. And it was called Love You to Death. And, so movies can do this to you. Other songs can do this to you. Everything around us, everything. Sometimes overhearing a conversation in a restaurant or in a bar or in a library, if, people are talking low at the next table or whatever, or at a coffee shop or whatever. You can hear things that just inspire you. That's why I always tell you guys, keep your phone around, because you have a recording device. If you have ideas, put it down in your phone, man. Put it in your phone and you'll have it. Anytime, even if I'm at the gym and I'm walking on the track upstairs, on my second floor of my gym, there's a indoor track. I'll be, in my headphones, listening to music or, checking out new artists or whatever. and all of a sudden I'll hear a melody, and I'll switch from, YouTube to my, my recorder, and I'll just start singing a melody in there. If I hear a melody, over its words, I'll put them in my text to speech, and I'll just, put it in my my iPhone notes. There's a little Post-it, looks like yellow piece of paper. You can keep notes in there. So I don't know what kind of phone everyone has, but I have an iPhone, and I have hundreds, literally hundreds of melody ideas, lyric ideas, and just little pieces of music, But the cool thing about this picture, this class, is it gives you a starting point of reference. I know that when I'm writing with people and they're looking for me, they're looking to me for answers to get songs started. If I don't have an idea, then we're both going to be staring at each other like a couple of dimwits, just going, what do you want to write about? I don't know. What do you want to write about? I don't know. It becomes like we're staring at a blank piece of paper for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Meanwhile, I'm charging them for my time. I have to have the answers. And if you're writing with other people and they're paying you money, you have to have the answers for them. They're coming to you because you are good at what you do and you can deliver something of substance, at a moment's notice. Now, you can look at pictures all day long. It might not help you, but you have to know what to look for. So, having said that, when I give you these images, what I want you to do is I want you to stare into these pictures, okay? And really stare at it. You can pause the pictures because I can't hold them for very long because the videos are only, usually anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes long. So you can pause your, YouTube video when you watch me. When this is finished, you can take as long as you want to stare at the image, or take a screenshot of it, and then you can have it forever if you want. And then I want you to go into a daydream. I want you to dream. I want you to stare at that picture until you're not even looking at it anymore. You're up here in your mind and you see whatever that picture makes you think about. Really use your imagination. I want you to go way out. And then and then I want you to take your pen and paper and I want you to physically write down everything that's physically in that picture. Everything that you see. And then I want you to write down what it makes you think about, or how it makes you feel. And again, I'm going to say it again. The picture is important, but not as important as long as it's a starting point to make you think about something. That's really the picture's job, more than the picture itself. I hope you understand what I'm saying about that. Like, the picture should jumpstart your creativity. And whatever that picture makes you think about, this is your world. This is your song, so it's your world. You own this world. This is your world. So you can make it about whatever you want. Whatever that picture makes you think about, that's what you should write about. I say it all the time. If it's a picture of a flower and your grandmother had those flowers in her backyard and it makes you think about your grandmother, you can write the whole thing about your grandmother. That's your trip, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop talking now. So I'm going to show you the photograph that I've picked for this week. So without further ado, here it is. Okay, so you saw the picture. It's a very shadowy, dark. The only light you see is one eye and a little bit of the bridge of, looks like a man's nose. And he does not look happy. So I'm looking at a bunch of random photos and I see that. And I'm like, that's cool. To me, that was cool. It stood out. It spoke to me over all the other pictures I was looking at. So, when I do this, I look at a whole bunch of pictures. That one, for me, just kind of stood out. And it made me think of like ending either a friendship or a love relationship that's gone really, really bad, really sour. But it was more about the darkness of that picture made me really think about this. So I'm going to read you what I wrote. Now, what you write, I want you to write whatever you think from it. But this is what I wrote. This is my song lyric. I liked you better when you hated everything about me. Let's not pretend that we're still friends. Don't want to see you again. I liked you better when you hated everything about me. Let's not pretend that we're still friends. Don't want to see you again. That's what that made me think about. So I started thinking about, maybe this person in the beginning of your, whatever your relationship was with this person, whether it was a friendship or this person originally didn't like you. And then I guess they became friends. That was like a short-lived thing. And then the writer, I guess in this case is me, saying, I liked you better when you hated everything about me. And let's not pretend that we're friends. I don't want to see you again. I actually have a personal story that's sort of related to this. Not about the hated part, but somebody I was very close to at one time, and we're not friends anymore. And I don't wish ill will on this person, but we don't speak anymore. So I kind of borrowed that experience, and it wasn't a relationship, it was a friendship. But anyway, that's what I wrote for this. Anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what you guys write for this, because you guys have been knocking it out of the ballpark. So I can't wait to see what you guys wrote for this photograph. Anyway, until we meet again, this is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. I love you guys. Be good. Keep writing. Keep working. I want you to keep writing every day. And I want you to reach into your imagination and pull out masterpieces. All right, guys, that's all the time we have. I love you guys. Peace.